You've got a fantastic idea for a weekend trip, but when you try to convince your friends, the words that actually come out of your mouth feel basic. Saying, "I want to go there," doesn't exactly inspire anyone to pack their bags. Sounding persuasive in English doesn't require complex grammar. Native speakers actually rely on specific, fixed phrases, what we call language chunks, to signal confidence and guide a conversation. By the end of our time today, you are going to write and perform a 4-sentence persuasive pitch. We'll build it step by step using 3 specific categories of B2 language chunks. Grab a notebook or open a digital pad. We are treating this session as a workshop, so you will need to participate to get the results. Moving from stating facts to actively influencing decisions marks the shift into B2 level proficiency. Step 1 is understanding our tools. A language chunk is simply a group of words your brain stores as a single unit. You don't build the sentence word by word, you retrieve the whole block at once, which helps with fluency and natural speed. We are going to organize our chunks into 3 color-coded categories. First are the opinion chunks, marked in blue. You use these to start a suggestion professionally. Phrases like, "Personally, I'm in favor of," or, "If you ask me, I really think we should." Next, when your partner shows hesitation, you deploy an orange persuasion chunk. These are direct and energetic. "Believe me," "Oh, come on," or, "But just think of the..." Finally, to close the deal and finalize the plan, we use green agreement chunks. This is where you say, "Let's go for it," or "I'm sure it will be worth it." Take a moment to screenshot this screen or write these 10 phrases down. This is your inventory for the final project we are building toward. Following this sequence, opinion, persuasion, agreement, creates a logical arc that moves a listener through your reasoning step by step. But having the right words is only half the job. A common mistake at the intermediate level is delivering these dynamic phrases with a flat voice. If your pitch doesn't change, you sound bored, not convincing. Look at how the delivery changes. If I say, "Oh, come on," with a flat voice, it falls flat. To be persuasive, your voice needs to rise and fall to carry the emotion. Listen, dynamic, rising pitch. "Oh, come on." Let's practice that. I want you to say it out loud, focusing on a sharp rise in pitch at the very end. Ready? "Oh, come on." Let's try one more. But just think of the view. Put all the stress on the word view. You want to paint that mental picture for your listener. Try it now. Mastering this rise and fall allows you to inject energy into the phrases. Without specific stress on the right words, the chunks remain data. With it, they become a genuine invitation. Now it is time to put this into practice. You need to choose the excursion you are going to sell to an imaginary travel partner. Here is your first option, a historical tour of the Citadel of Kite Bay in Alexandria, Egypt. Look at those incredible stone towers. Option 2 is a high-energy Jeep safari, navigating the golden sand dunes of Jaisalmer. And option 3 is a classic sunset camel ride across the red dunes of the Sahara. You have 5 seconds. Point at the screen and lock in your choice now. Regardless of the trip you picked, the language chunks remain exactly the same. You are learning a flexible framework that applies to any topic. Let's build your pitch. This template structures the 4-sentence paragraph you are going to write right now. You'll start with a blue chunk and your destination, acknowledge your partner's doubt, counter it with an orange chunk and a benefit, and finish with a green chunk. Here is how that looks in practice, using the Alexandria Fortress as the example. "Personally, I'm in favor of visiting the Citadel. I know you think historical tours can be boring, but just think of the ocean views from the top of the towers. Let's go for it." Now it's your turn. I'm starting a 20-second timer. Use your notes, pick your chosen excursion, and fill in 1 chunk from each category to complete your pitch. Go. Time's up. I want you to stand up and perform your pitch out loud. Speak directly to the screen as if you're talking to a friend, and remember to use that dynamic intonation. Let's hear it. You've just integrated B2 chunks into a structured, persuasive argument. You can take this exact sequence, opinion, persuasion, agreement, and use it to confidently steer decisions in any social or professional setting.